everybody. Welcome to Going for Two, episode 10. We made it to episode 10. I'm Ian Nickel. Parker Terrell's next to me. Parker, this is March. And when we weren't recording, we were looking over Joe Lunardi's bracketology, the latest one he released like a minute ago. And there are paths for both Oklahoma and Oklahoma State to get into this field of 68.
For sure, especially Oklahoma. They have a real path forward tonight, or actually looking it up right now. Their schedule going forward, and it is not wanting to give me the SEC. Love that. Oh, it's right there. So tomorrow OU will play, or no, tonight they play South Carolina. So that's 13 and 18. They should win that game to get to 18 and 14. Then tomorrow they would play Texas A&M or Georgia. Also, I feel like those are winnable games for OU. Texas, a team that's probably in, but is kind of in one of the first four byes. Did lose today to Ole Miss. But if I'm an OU fan, I'm kind of liking the potential to go on a little run here and maybe get in. And I really hope that they do, because they should take Auburn's place, because Auburn should not be in, which Auburn did win. And they play Tennessee tomorrow, who they've lost to twice. But
Oklahoma will play Texas A&M tomorrow, should they win.
yep, okay.
It makes no sense that Auburn is in this tournament right now. They have a win against St. John's in November. They finished 7-11, like OU did. They're 17 and 15 now. I think Oklahoma is 17 and 14. And I guess their argument is schedule, but they got blown out by Michigan by 30. So is that what we're deciding determines NCAA tournament bids? That confuses me.
It's
For sure.
it's ridiculous. I will say the bubble this year is very weak. There's not a whole lot of stronger teams, I would say, like it has been in the past. Strength of schedule, if you lose every one of the big games, should not matter. I mean, that's kind of the back during football season, the Texas argument of like, oh, well, we played all these teams. Well, but you lost.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, a record is a record. If you wanted to have a better record come tournament time, maybe you should have scheduled some less tough teams.
I agree. And you know what? You know what's super irritating is, I don't think we've talked about it yet, but Bruce Pearl has just been blatantly advocating for Auburn and he's a TNT analyst, mind you.
Former coach and father of the now Auburn head coach.
If he wasn't on TNT, I don't think we would care. But because he's supposed to be an unbiased analyst, it's a bad look,
Yeah,
extremely bad look.
it does. It does look bad. And I don't know how somehow his advocating is working, because I mean, like we're looking right here, Lenardi's latest bracketology, Auburn is in.
But Lenardi has been favoring Auburn quite a bit. And the bubble has shrunk in Auburn's favor quite a bit. Indiana lost today against Northwestern. You had
Yeah,
Cincinnati lose today.
That's tough for Indiana.
Yeah. No, they have the football national title, so they got that going for them. California lost today. SMU lost today. And like you said earlier, Texas lost today. So lot of movement, a lot of shaking. Um, Virginia Tech lost the other day. Stanford lost the other day, and it could be. And this is
West
where OU
Virginia,
could
West
slide in.
Virginia,
West
and
Virginia lost
Cincinnati.
today. Um, and Oklahoma State. There's a path for Oklahoma State. Um, they had to beat TCU, which they haven't done this season, but they played close against them. Can they get some momentum going against this Horned Frog team that has already locked up a spot, essentially?
Yeah, again, I just so wish that we still had Fala. Um, that would have been cool if we were going on a little bit of a run with him. He was kind of the heart and soul of the team, probably our best player, honestly. And so not having him hurts, but we'll see. Anything can happen in March. We'll see what happens tonight. If they win, they play Kansas tomorrow, which will be a really tough game. But there's certainly a path forward. Right now, of course, they're listed in the next four out after the next four out. So
The next four out.
the they're within that range. If they get a win tonight, they'll get to 20 wins, which is at the very least solid in Lutz's year two. And we'll debrief whenever they are officially done. Of course, we're recording this podcast on the night that they play. They're about to start in about 8 minutes against TCU, so we will debrief the season after. I think, first of all, I should say also for the podcast, and we're talking about this in real time. So the bracket will come out this Sunday. Um, and I think maybe we will try to record Monday or Tuesday to get it out as quickly as possible. Are going through the whole every region bracket special,
Yeah, I obviously I think we want to do it before the first four,
which would start
which would start
Tuesday.
Tuesday. But
We could
uh,
record during that game. I mean,
yeah, I'm not opposed to that. Just doing it during
yeah,
the first four because it'll be a 16 seed matchup when we do it probably. So
yeah,
and honestly, it depends on like who the 11th seed is and who those first four games match up because there could be
yeah.
an instance where I feel really good about one team, and if they lose that game, then I don't feel as good about that team going and winning. So it depends. But
True.
yeah, not opposed to that. We could do that Tuesday.
Sounds good. So look forward to that next week. Uh, Next week's the best week of the year, or at least one of them, best weekend of the year. Certainly up there with March Madness starting. Um, I feel like this year is the perfect example of we don't need to expand the tournament because
Mm-hmm.
I mean right now we're talking about 17 and 15 Auburn being in, and so basically if they expanded the tournament there'd be these other teams that would make it that have already lost a bunch this year that aren't from power conferences. Um, I just think that that would be a huge mistake if the NCAA decided to expand the tournament.
Yeah, I think it would be a bad idea. It's good as is. Even if it's at 68, like I think that's a good amount. I don't know why there's even a discussion about it.
It would simply
It
be for more money. I mean, that's all it would be for is more games equals more money. But I mean, it would essentially just turn into like the NIT for a couple of games,
well, what they could do, and I think I've seen a few people advocate for this, is that if you just turn the first four into bubble games, so it's like all 11 seeds for the first four, and that's how you do it. I can get behind that.
Yeah, I just don't know what you would do with all of these mid-major 16 seeds. Um, because I mean, right now the first four is allows you to get two extra in, um, I believe.
Well, there are
And
two
so,
automatic bids, so they'd be in regardless. So basically, it would just be like some of them would be 15 seats.
oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I'm not opposed to that.
and they just like move up.
I'm not opposed to it. I just don't think I don't want to see mediocre basketball teams just getting in just because we needed more games to make more money. I mean, it should be um a little bit more prestigious than that, but what do I know? Um, so I feel like we should. I mean, yes, we can kind of talk about a little bit about what's happened in conference tournaments. There hasn't been a whole lot in terms of the major conference tournaments. I mean, we're just kind of entering into the early parts of it as we record this. Um, some you're our mid major guy, our correspondent for the mid majors. Has there been any crazy upsets? What's the mid major report?
We're gonna dive into the mid-major corner. Okay, so I gotta first make an apology. I completely misread the Missouri Valley Conference. We were talking about Northern Iowa, and I said they're probably not going to do anything. They ended up winning the freaking conference tournament and getting the automatic bid. Um, Belmont lost to ninth seed Drake, which is Drake's biggest win since before the Kendrick stuff.
There it is.
They beat Northern Iowa, ended up beating six seed Bradley, three seed Illinois State, and five seed UIC. This is their first tournament appearance since, oh man, it might be since 2016, which there were games in Oklahoma City then. There was games in Oklahoma City now. I was at the Texas UNI game with my dad in like the very top of the then Chesapeake Energy Arena
Hmm.
when that happened. Freaking sick.
That's awesome.
Elsewhere, the American East. So they kind of go in order. They play Saturday. Vermont and UMBC, the top two seeds there. Solid effort. Uh, the Atlantic Sun, I mentioned Central Arkansas being a top threat there. They lose in the championship game to Queens. Queens spent, or I think prior to this, they had been in Division One for 4 years before going to Division Two and going to the Atlantic Sun. This is their first tournament appearance coming up. They were a solid team, 21-13 on the year. Very good game. It's a very good team out of North Carolina. Shout out to them. I want to talk a little bit about the Atlantic 10. They're a fun mid major. You got St. Louis in there. VCU is on the bubble, but they are a two seed in that tournament. So I think if they win one game, they should be fine. At least I think they should. St. Bonaventure is going to fire their coach. Woj is maybe getting under some hot water for wanting to get his guy in, but they won their game, so they will take on George Mason. George Mason is a team where their record is very deceiving. They're 23-8 on the year. Good, right? They've had seven conference losses.
Dang.
So, yeah, still good for fifth in the conference, but kind of makes you think about their schedule. Over to the Big Sky. Big Sky plays tonight. Seven seed Idaho takes on four seed Montana in the championship game. I was up for the Montana State Idaho game on, I believe it was Monday night. No. It was Sunday night with the Idaho Vandals going on this run. And now they're one win away from the championship game. Montana, I want to say they're either the defending champion. They are the defending champion. They lost. They lost a little bit. They were the four seed going into this tournament, sitting at 18-15 on the year. But that game's at 10:30 tonight, so I will be watching this after we record. Elsewhere, Big South, High Point ends up winning that conference. High Point now sits at 30-4. They got a kid wearing number 99, Chase Johnston. I've seen some people already crown him as a March Madness darling if they go on a run. They are a team that I think can make a run given the right opponent. Uh, Going on to CAA, Hofstra wins that. Wins that tournament over Monmouth. Top two seeds go down in the quarterfinals. In that contest, UNC Wilmington looked really good. They lost to Campbell, and Charleston lost to Townsend in that one. And those games weren't relatively close. It was Campbell beat UNC Wilmington 85-70, and Charleston defeat or Townsend, excuse me, defeated Charleston 81-56. So a little bit of a shock there, but they were the three seed, so it's not like end all be all. Over in Conference USA, Missouri State upset Liberty today. They were the one seed in that tournament. Liberty is not going to make the big dance after finishing the year 25-6. So kind of brutal for the CUSA. Liberty was obviously their top team. We'll see how that tournament goes. I didn't really have eyes on it, to be honest with you. Wright State, the right winner for the Horizon. Not much to talk about there. We probably should talk about the MAC tournament. Miami of Ohio, undefeated. They take on UMass tomorrow at 10 a.m. And Miami's good. Akron is really good as well. Don't sleep on Kent State. They're 23-8 as well. The MAC has three teams that have less than 10 losses. It's not a slouch league. So I would keep an eye out on this tournament because Miami has been playing very. They've been dangerously close to losing, and I wonder if that is just the insane amount of pressure trying to remain undefeated. Patriot League, Navy
Lehigh.
loses that one. Two seed Lehigh wins that tournament over Boston University. Did you see the or the Boston University buzzer beater against Navy?
Yes, I did.
Insane,
Heartbreaking for the troops.
heartbreaking for the troops. Like that is as brutal as it gets. Like it was a heave and a prayer, and just unbelievable. Southland tournament wrapped up today. Stephen F. Austin does not make the big dance. It'll be McNeese State. Oricon is back in the tournament. McNeese finishing the year 28-5. This championship game ended up being a disappointment. And also, I am very impressed with McNeese State. Or I guess they go by McNeese now, but they went into triple overtime with University of Texas Rio Grande Valley, 84-80. I was up watching that. And they jacked the Lumberjacks of Stephen F. Austin 76-59. We talked about the Sun Belt a little bit. The gauntlet. Troy ended up winning that tournament, the first seed. But Georgia Southern ended up in the championship game as a 10 seed. They played 6 games in 6 days, defeating teams that were tied for second place. The teams that were tied for second place, by the way, did not win a single game in the tournament. Absolutely wild. Cannot believe that. That and Gonzaga won the West Coast Conference over Santa Clara.
Yeah, I
Which
watched that game last night.
I think Santa Clara should get it. I think Santa Clara is a really good team. And I think the West Coast Conference should have 3 bids. But yeah, that is the mid-major roundup.
Thank you for that. Now we move on to I think that's all I really have for where we're at in the brackets in the tournaments so far. Like we said, we talked about a path forward for OU, path forward for Oklahoma State. Certainly some all eyes are going to be on Miami of Ohio as they go through their conference tournament, even though I think that they are in no matter what.
They should be in no matter what.
But some SEC tournament will be watched just for OU and for Auburn, 2 teams on the bubble, as well as Missouri. Um,
Yes,
they're
they will
they're
play. They'll play Kentucky
yep, another
tomorrow
potential
at.
bubble team.
Yeah.
So certainly all eyes are on those games. Um, speaking of basketball, let's talk about this. Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat breaks Kobe Bryant's record for the second most points ever scored in an NBA game and moves into sole second place after Wilt Chamberlain. Um, Pretty Mickey Mouse, if you ask me. I mean,
Oh,
it's impressive. It's impressive. But if you go back and watch the end of that game, it's like both teams are trying to get him to that record.
well, what else do you want his teammates to do? They know what's going on. Of course, they're going to do that. I don't know what's going on. Like, the Wizards are just like tanking, so I don't know what's up with that. But I I looked and it was like Bam Adebayo has like 31 points in the first quarter. I go, wait, what? And then it's like, oh, he's got 60. Wait, what?
I like halftime.
But like, yeah, by halftime, it's like, oh, okay. I guess that's happening. I figured he would go to the bench at some point, and it was like, yeah, he's at 77. And I'm like, what is happening? And I'm just like kind of box score checking because obviously I don't have like NBA League Pass or anything. He's got 83. What in the world? Like, that is the most. And I don't want to take anything away from Bam Adebayo. Like, job well done. He's the only person in NBA history with 83 points in a game, or exactly 83. Kudos, man. Like, that's all you can. That's all I can say is kudos. He went.
It doesn't matter how he got it.
Yeah.
People are not history books are not going to see um why or how or the fact that they were fouling late up big so that they could get more possessions.
26 of 43 free throws is crazy.
Look at his 3 point percent, like his 3 point stats.
Even seven. Well, he's a big guy. I don't expect him to make a bunch of threes, but I'm 20 of 43 from field goal range. Like, he couldn't. What was kind of he couldn't get 10 rebounds.
Yeah. Again,
That's a little surprising.
the game where Kobe scored 81, they were losing in that game and he brought them back. Like it was like a real game. Um, but Jalen Rose now is off the hook forever because he's the guy that was guarding Kobe for the 81 point game. So good for him. Uh, oh, by the way, Italy in the World Baseball Classic um, is kind of dominating Mexico. So that's good for the U.S. team. Not going to say much about their loss last night.
Big time.
Embarrassing.
I look. Did they? I
Indiana. Italy is not a bad team. It's
no,
9 to
but
1 Italy, top of the eighth.
shoot. All right. Well, I believe the quarterfinal would be U.S. Canada.
Been there.
We get to do it again. Oh my gosh. Wait. Okay. No. No. Hold on.
Coach Herb coaching baseball.
No. Here's the problem though. If they if Canada wins in baseball, they now have America's national pastime, and we have their national
Yeah,
pastime.
that'll be tough. That'll be tough if we lost
That's a bad look.
to the game. It'd be a complete reverse. Like we beat them in the game they invented, and we would lose to them in the game we invented.
Yeah.
We're not going to
Okay.
lose to Canada.
You better knock on wood, brother. Yeah. I'm anything.
The
Anything.
De La
Yeah.
Rosa clip was
Brutal.
so unbelievably nuts.
Brutal.
Like, how do you not know?
This is a guy that's on MLB Network. Like, I don't understand. like why? Yeah, why don't you know? You pulled a Ron Rivera. Where he
If
was
you
like,
don't know what
"Oh,
we're
we got
referring
eliminated from
to,
the
if you
playoffs
don't know what
today."
we're referring to, obviously right now the U.S. is playing in the World Baseball Classic, which is honestly kind of a Mickey Mouse exhibition tournament. But
Oh, don't do that. Oh,
anytime we're donning the stars and stripes, and it's a team of all stars, like it's serious. But um, the manager went on national media yesterday and basically was like, well, it's a good thing we're already into the quarterfinals, blah, blah, blah. When in fact, the U.S. was not officially secured a spot in the quarterfinals. And they go on to lose the game to Italy last night in a stunning upset and rely essentially on Italy to win tonight against Mexico, which it looks like they are going to do, which would make the U.S. go forward. But it could have been a disaster if Mexico won that game with 4 runs or less. Then the U.S. would have been knocked out. So
yeah.
all-time blunder, media blunder by the U.S. manager,
And that guy is an analyst for MLB Network, by the way. The
Alex
manager
De
is
La Rosa,
Mark De La Rosa.
Mark De La Rosa. Sheesh, that would have been so bad.
That would have been
But
real bad.
it's I shouldn't say it's Mickey Mouse. It's an exhibition tournament.
It doesn't have the reverence the Olympics have, or what the
Yeah, I don't
World
know why
Cup has.
baseball isn't in the Olympics. It's a sham.
Yeah. Well, also like the World Baseball Classic, like it just started. I would think of it more as a Four Nations type deal. Um, and I think this is the sixth one.
Yeah.
If they have
Look,
it every 3 years, it should be
the
okay. But
teams are the teams are taking it seriously.
yes,
That's what I'll say. But like we talked about it in either the last podcast or the podcast before that, Scooball was only going to pitch against Great Britain and he was on a very small pitch count. Like it it's not, they're not like laying it out on the line for this. I
yeah,
mean, Judge is out there just choke city against Italy last night.
yeah. That
Shout out PCA. He
PCA delivered.
saved our bacon, honestly.
Yeah. Well, the worst part is Schwarb Dog was up. Kyle Schwarber was on deck.
Yeah.
If you could
And
have
that
just had him on deck, he.
yeah, it was
I
a
think Judge was trying to play a little too much hero ball.
as a Yankees fan,
Yeah,
Judge choked in that game last night. But
the bad luck.
it's in the past. We
Not the end
move
of
on.
the world.
We're on to Canada. We're on to Canada.
Let's talk about the dude behind you.
My guy.
SGA. Holy.
In a
The,
game, go ahead.
the Thunder Nuggets are going to give me a heart attack if they play another 7 game series. Because that stuff, it goes down to the wire. And SGA in the biggest moment, double teamed. When it felt like all hope was lost, when the Nuggets tied it up on a 4-point play, it felt like all hope was lost, and SGA delivered. And it was just a thing of beauty. And that's, and it kind of felt like that was a statement. It felt like we're not going anywhere. We run the league. That's what that felt like to me.
Yeah, in a game where they don't have Hart, J Dub, or Caruso
Or Chet.
or Chet to go out and win that, it just shows. We did get Mitchell back, and he had a huge game. Um,
Jalen Williams had 29.
it just shows that like we do run the league. Like championship runs through Bricktown. We've been saying it. Shout out to the Nuggets for giving it their all. But you're not, I mean, you can't beat the MVP. And Shea is having one of the great seasons of all time for a guard, and I if everything holds, then it will be memorialized hopefully with an MVP statue that will make Oklahoma City have three MVPs, three different ones, which is pretty incredible.
They've already had three MVPs. This would be SGA's second.
You're right. Adding on to that trophy list for SGA. Um, so a fourth MVP for Oklahoma City. Again, we haven't even been a franchise for 20 years. Seattle fans, don't come for me. I get it. I get it that we're technically the Supersonics, but in Oklahoma City, we have not been a franchise yet for 20 years, and we're going to have a fourth MVP. And so that's pretty impressive. I mean, like, so did has Tatum won an MVP?
No.
So like, when's the last time a Celtic won the MVP? When's the last time a Laker won
Ooh,
the MVP? Kobe.
it's Kobe. Yeah. Hold on. Pulling up the MVP list. Stand by. I think it's been a minute because it's been Shea, Jokic, Embiid, maybe. Hold on, find the list. Okay, yeah.
By the
Shea,
way,
Jokic, Embiid, Jokic, Antetokounmpo, Harden, Westbrook, Curry twice, Durant, LeBron twice, Derrick Rose, LeBron
oh,
two more times. Kobe was the last one for the Lakers, and that was the 2007 2008 season.
brother,
The last Celtic,
back in the Bush administration.
the last Celtic was Larry Bird,
Oof. So
1985 86.
yeah, that just shows um, how special Oklahoma City is as a team and what Presti has built here. And no matter what, I'll say it again. Larry O'Brien runs through Bricktown. Come and take it from us this year.
Is
I don't care about Wimby. I don't care about Jokic. What?
why?
I don't care about the Celtics, Tatum coming back.
Which
Don't care about
that's
the
insane.
bad boy Pistons. Shout out, Cade. Love you.
Okay,
Come and take it from us.
the league is in good hands with SGA, and I think we're seeing the tide turn because what I think we're seeing is that people are actually finally respecting SGA. They're like, shoot, because he also had 15 assists.
How many double team daggers does he have to hit in the clutch for people to start respecting him? Seriously.
I don't know. It's been like a little too late, but we appreciate it that you're finally giving him
Seriously.
this respect he deserves. But goodness, it took way too long.
My guy shows up like Neo in the Matrix or after the game, actually Morpheus in the Matrix, um, saying that I have the answers to the test, but I have to see the questions first. What a quote. Makes no sense, but uh, still sick.
That goes hard. That
Yeah.
goes hard.
J Dub, we miss you. We hope you come back soon.
Yeah, hopefully. I think
Um,
he's supposed to be back pretty soon.
yeah. Shout out
Like
Mitchell.
the
I will
Belgian
say
bucket.
I'm not gonna doom and gloom. I will say what I will use this as a segue into the NFL free agency.
Okay.
What the Eagles have just had to deal with over the past few days is going to happen to the Thunder soon, and we're going to have to let key role players go in free agency because we simply cannot pay everybody, which is what the Eagles just went through. And that day is going to be sad, but it doesn't matter if we've got. I mean, we already have one ring, so if that becomes two, three,
Why?
wide, four wide,
Why?
then it'll all be worth it. So I Mitchell is a guy I do not. There's no way we hold on to him after his contract runs out. There's no way.
I would like to keep him long term. Uh, I
Wiggins,
think
Jay
Savior
Will,
basketball. I mean, I feel like the first
Caruso's
guy
in
to
it
go
for the
would be
long term.
Joe.
Caruso's probably going to be in it till he retires, surely,
Maybe.
or at
I
least
feel
till
like
he.
I feel like it'd be Joe and Dort that we would see.
Yep, yep. Wallace stays.
Yeah. I
He's
don't want
too
to think about
good.
that
He's
right
too
now.
young.
Like
He's too good. He's too young.
I don't want to think about that right now. Let's
We're
go
not thinking
and
about that right now. We're not thinking about that right now. Um, Plus, you have to. I mean, we got Sorber and Topich. Like
I
we
thought we
got
were
guys.
thinking
Oh,
about it right now, man.
not to mention, this has nothing to do with that. But Sixers right now, Maxi's out for an extended period of time. Embiid's out. Is still whatever's going on with him. You know who has the Sixers pick? The Thunder.
Aren't they like firmly in though in the playoffs?
No,
No. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. They're the eighth seed.
they could easily drop down.
Maybe.
Thunder have
They'd
their
be
pick
playing.
top four protected, so that's not gonna. They're not going to be that bad.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Well,
Thunder have that pick and the Clippers pick. We could have two lottery picks,
Clippers are an eighth. Oh, we have the
potentially
Jazz
two.
picks too. Oh, they're
Yeah,
that pick's top 10 protected.
yeah.
Clippers is unprotected.
Clippers is unprotected. Sixers is top four protected.
Okay.
And we just took a player from them for nothing that is balling out in McCain.
He's been undeniably clutch. That's been a big difference for sure.
So we just took one of their best players and we have their pick. I don't even know what we would even need. What would we do with two lottery picks?
Maybe get another center. I don't know.
That's what Sorber.
Yeah,
My
but just in
guy,
case for
do
just
not sleep on Sorber. Remember, I
well,
was
that's just in case
beating
he
the
doesn't work out.
drum.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying.
I was beating the Sorber drum so hard, and it sucked when he tore his ACL before the season started. But he is good, and he's so young. He was like not barely 18.
You want to talk free agency?
Into NFL free agency. What's going on with Maxx Crosby? So
I
Maxx
don't know.
Crosby, he gets traded from the Raiders to the Ravens, does a 6 paragraph farewell speech, Instagram post, comes out,
13 minutes. Yeah.
comes out, Ravens, he failed the physical quote. And so that the deal's off. Then they go out and sign Trey Hendrickson immediately
Yeah.
after the deal falls through. I Now they're saying that the Raiders are just going to keep Crosby.
I shoot. I it feels like it was more of a Ravens thing. I think what I saw was that the Ravens were worried long term
So he
about the
tore his
knee.
meniscus. He's
Yeah.
recovering from a torn meniscus. He had surgery.
I think I saw somewhere that he like this season wasn't going to be affected. So like he was going to play.
Crosby's
And
doctor also came out and said like he's fine. Now this has happened before, specifically with the Ravens. They've turned down two other people over the years over a strenuous physical situation. So I don't know if they've got their own thing. It's just weird. It's a weird story.
yeah, I yeah, I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen there? Is he they so did you said that they were going to keep him?
Some are reporting that, well, now it's like, okay, well, is something wrong with him? Like, what is his health a problem? And so what the Ravens gave up originally was 2 first-round picks
Mm-hmm.
for him. Is there another team out there that's going to give up that now, knowing that he might have some type of long-term injury risk? It Raiders got hosed, essentially.
Well,
I mean, it's obvious that Maxx Crosby, either he didn't want to be there or they weren't willing to pay him.
they just signed Tyler Lindenbaum from the
Yes.
Ravens,
Yes.
and then you get to keep.
To protect Mendoza, who they're
Yeah,
about to draft.
now you get to keep Crosby, a generational talent. I don't know.
I
I
mean,
feel like you. I know that he wants to be traded, but I think if you're the Raiders, you're kind of like, you know what? Okay, like we'll
yeah,
be.
you take him and then you figure it out maybe next year. But it's just weird. It's a weird story.
Yeah, I ain't seen anything like that.
Eagles lost some guys. Reed
Yeah,
Blankenship, shout out. Um, that was tough. Losing the exciting whites.
it's a fun 2 years for the exciting whites right there.
Um, a lot of people were complaining about the Eagles sitting on their hands during free agency. We do go out and sign Reek Woolen, which remember, if you remember, um, way back, I said that a dream signing in the offseason is Reek Woolen. But I was like, there's no way we'll have enough money. So, you
And you
know,
got him.
I'm really happy about that. Got shored up some backup tight ends, Grant Calcaterra, Johnny Munt. They pushed the deadline around Goddard. Um, so they're because they're trying to work on a deal. I would be sad if they couldn't figure something out for Dallas Goddard. You know who was in on the Crosby deal was the Eagles. I don't think they still are, but um, that's a possibility. Um, I'm trying to think of other guys that left in free agency. So there was all these rumors that we were going to trade Jalen Carter for Crosby. That would have been a disaster. Jalen Carter is one of the best young players in the NFL, and I know Maxx Crosby's not super old, but no, they got to hold on to Jalen Carter for sure. And then AJ Brown not yet traded. Rumors are they want a first and a second for him, and nobody has been willing to offer that.
Yeah. You mentioned the Eagles sitting on their hands. The Broncos haven't done jack. A lot of players have been leaving. A lot of our defensive tackles have been leaving. But I wanted to point this out because I just saw this. Uh, the Ravens GM Eric DeCosta said after losing their starting center to the Raiders, they were interested in pairing together Trey Hendrickson and Maxx Crosby, but Crosby's medical exam put an end to that discussion. He also said that he was gutted by that the Crosby trade fell through. So that would have been scary. Hendrickson and Crosby.
Yeah, that would be nuts.
Uh, what are some other? I saw Bradley Chubb goes to the Bills.
Oh, Jalen Phillips too. Yeah, I
Yeah,
did see that. It's just like the Broncos kind of maybe washed up defensive ends always end up going to the Bills.
yeah. It's Von Miller. Yeah. Well, let's look through the Broncos free agency
Jalen Phillips,
trackers,
I should
shall we?
say, even though the Eagles only acquired him at the trade deadline last year, they were trying to re-sign him long term, but he got the absolute bag at
Mm-hmm.
Carolina. So shout out to him, and shout out to the Panthers for spending money because 80 million guaranteed, 4 years, 120 is nuts for a guy
Yeah.
that tore his Achilles like 3 years ago. But
I kind of like what both the Panthers and the Saints did. I'll get to that in a sec, but J.K. Dobbins resigned, Alex Singleton resigned, and linebacker Justin Sternad resigned. So, I mean, you're keeping guys, but honestly, you want to see a little more
Alex
moving and
Singleton,
shaking.
Eagles legend.
Hmm.
Alex Singleton, Eagles legend. He played for the Eagles. He played well
Uh,
for them.
Shoot, well, thanks for him. Uh,
Yep.
Travis Etienne Jr. signing with the Saints. I think maybe a very important move for the Saints because you're pairing him with Tyler Shaw. You get Alvin Kamara on the tail end of his career. They played good down the stretch. Um, I think ETN and Schlaw with Chris Olave, that's a big time quarterback, wide receiver, running back trio. And the NFC South, excuse me, looks wide open for the first time in a really long time. Because, well, okay, so the Buccaneers, they got the linebacker from Detroit, Alex Elzoni,
Yeah,
I
Thor.
think. What was it?
Thor. He looks like Thor.
Yes. Yes, he does. I thought that was a good move for them. They did lose a couple of pieces, but the Panthers have bolstered their defense big time. The Falcons signed Tua. But the Panthers and the Saints, I feel like, have won free agency thus far.
Did you see the video? And it was like the Falcons picking up free agents, and it's that video of that like sanitation worker who like sprints behind the trash truck. Have you seen this?
No.
It's like
Send
the
it to me.
trash truck is going so fast, and he like holds on, and then he jumps off and like continues running, and then like grabs the trash all in one like swoop, and will like throw it up in one fast move. And it's like this is the Falcons in free agency just picking up everybody's trash. It was so funny. Shout out Tua and Penix, two very injury prone lefties that the Falcons have. The video of Penix in the wheelchair with both legs wrapped up and then side by side with Tua after he like was doing this is so
No.
it's like this is our QB room.
No. I'm interested to see where Kirk Cousins goes, actually. Um,
Come to the Eagles and be a backup.
what? Really? You want
Yeah.
that?
No,
Huh.
no. But shout out Tanner McKee, our backup. Um,
Minshew to Arizona feels like an amazing fit.
oh, I would want Minshew back. Minshew mania. He was
Oh,
such a sick backup quarterback. When he almost beat Dallas, never forget.
he'll have like a bunch of good games in a row. It's like he's like the perfect backup quarterback.
Yeah,
Vibes guy. You know,
all
honestly,
time vibes
like
guy. Was he on the Super Bowl team? No, he had left. He had left.
yeah. um the Cardinals signed Algier as well. So they have an interesting running back room. It's Algier, Connor,
Released Kyler Murray. Tough.
Benson. Yeah. Kyler Murray, he is looking like he's gonna go Vikings,
I saw that.
maybe
Is
Jets.
Kyler okay? So
Oh no,
of
the Jets got Geno Smith.
the cast off QBs, we're calling it
Mhm.
in honor of Sam Darnold, who just won a Super Bowl. Who is more likely to have a resurgent career? Tua, Kyler Murray, or I'm thinking of anybody else that maybe was a cast off. Justin Fields.
Ooh. You know, um, I in my mind, I think Kyler, but part of me is like, I think Tua could do something.
Justin Fields is 27. Tua is 28. Kyler Murray is 28.
Tua seems to play really well in um the Falcon Stadium, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, because that's where he won the national title. He has like amazing games in Atlanta this season. His best game was in Atlanta. I kind of think he could
Yeah.
resurge in Atlanta.
How old do you think Sam Darnold is?
Is he 29?
He's 28.
He's 28. Okay.
So
I
they would be, they're 28 and in the has just entered the wilderness. Sam Darnold was already in the wilderness and is now out of it and is 28.
Yeah, I mean, he was young when he got drafted. I think he was 20. I think he only spent
Yeah.
2 years at USC.
If I had to pick a quarterback that I think I would probably pick Tua as well. I don't know. I don't know the mental situation, but Murray has had a lot of injuries, and really what made him so special was his ability to run. Justin Fields, are we even sure he's good? I still don't really know. And
You
then
still don't know if he's good, or you
I don't
was
know if
he? Are
Justin
you
Fields
saying
is
was he
good.
ever good?
He was definitely good in college.
Yeah,
Are we
I
sure he's good at all in the NFL?
he had his
We'll always
moments with the
have those 6 games
Bears.
in Pittsburgh.
He did have his moments with the Steelers.
He's very athletic
I
still.
feel like you could make him a gadget guy.
He,
Maybe.
in the NFL,
Like
I
if
mean,
you
that would be
wildcatted
sick if he
him,
became if that would be sick if he became like a Cordarrelle Patterson
yeah, I think
that
it'd
could
be good.
throw.
I again, and it all kind of depends on people getting in the right spot.
Yeah.
I think Kyler could have some really big numbers in Minnesota just because of what they can do with Justin Jefferson.
Are we out on McCarthy already?
I've been out on McCarthy. Day one.
He is a future candidate for the QB castoffs.
If you remember when I said when Minnesota
Yeah, you were
drafted
not
him,
a fan of him coming out of Michigan.
you drafted a bust, you bozos. That is what I said. I stand by that.
And for so long, it was mocked that the Broncos were going to pick him.
And I prayed that they didn't. And
And they made the absolute right choice.
the QB fell into their lap. Honestly, if they picked JJ McCarthy, I don't think I would be a fan of the Broncos anymore. I would have found a new team.
Bo Nix is 26.
Yeah, he's been in college for a while. He was in college for a
And
while.
Sam Darnold is 28. And I feel like he's been in the NFL forever.
He's coming up on year 9. Darnold is.
That's insane. How old is Lamar?
Same draft, right? Yeah, that'd be the
Lamar is
same draft.
29.
Lamar is 29. I think Baker Mayfield's 29. Josh Allen's 29. Like they're entering the window of now or never. And that's crazy to think that Sam Darnold was the first one to get the Super Bowl ring after playing for 5 different teams.
How old is Josh Allen?
I think he's 29.
29.
Like it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, but shout out to Sam Darnold. We talked about it, but he earned that. Earn this. Name that movie. Have you ever
Earn
seen
this.
Saving Private Ryan?
Haven't seen it yet.
Ah, great movie.
So I've been told. I
Any other, nothing of real note? I mean, there's like Alex, the guy from the Colts.
Alec
Alec
Pierce,
becomes the highest, like the biggest contract ever for a free agent wide receiver. Nuts.
Michael
Um,
Pittman to the Steelers. That felt nuts.
Here
The
we go.
the AFC North feels like a wasteland, which is weird to say considering the ceilings of the Ravens and the Bengals. But it just feels like all four of those teams are pieces away from the Super Bowl. The Bengals don't have a defense. And they just lost their best defensive contributor with Trey Hendrickson.
They don't have a defense and they don't have an offensive line.
The Ravens, they might be the closest team, but they lost a bunch of pieces. They lost Linderbaum. They lost two tight ends. They lost Likely and Charlie Kolar from Iowa State. They don't have the best receiver room. They have Derrick Henry, who, Father Time will eventually catch up to. And now you have a first year coach with Jesse Minter, who I like, but it feels like their window is drastically shrinking. And then you have the Steelers, who just got Mike McCarthy and will probably somehow still be 9-8. Here we go. Then you have the Cleveland Browns.
We don't know what Rodgers is going to do.
Yeah. And there's not other
Come on
than
back, A-Rod. Run it back with Big Mike. What I wouldn't love more.
oh, that'd be sensational.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Steelers. Here
Here
we
we
go.
go.
Pittsburgh
Pittsburgh's
going
going
to the
to the
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
Here we
Here
go.
we go.
Oh man, that would be so awesome. But he's 42 years old.
Yeah. I
Was throwing ducks.
Okay, Kenneth, we didn't talk about this. Kenneth Walker, the Chiefs.
That's going to be huge. Hate it.
That
Hate it.
my stomach
Absolutely hate it.
dropped. Oh, we just got a I think the Cowboys got a wedgie.
Hey,
It's Oklahoma State ball though, so that's cool. Was that
I'm just
that was
waiting for the
cold?
Tyreek Hill to the Chiefs news.
Yeah.
Although Tyreek Hill is 32 years old and his knee just exploded.
He's probably
So
get the vet minimum. And he's gonna go for like 1,000 yards. Also, they don't have Matt Nagy. That's huge.
true.
That offense is gonna be fun again. And I
Yeah.
think
No, they're going to be back. The Chiefs will be back. Mahomes, they're not going to this will not last very long, them being down. I saw, was that a rumor that Kelsey's coming back for
no,
one
he
more
signed
year?
another year deal. He's coming
Yeah.
back.
So he's going to come back a married man.
Yeah.
Mahomes is 30. This is year 30. Yeah, no, they're going to be back and I hate it,
Yeah.
but whatever.
I don't feel great. It feels like a revenge tour year for them.
And they're going to act like they're the biggest victims. Everybody wrote them off.
Well, we'll see what they
I
do in
hate
the
it
draft
already. I hate
because
it already. They're gonna be playing like Taylor Swift songs before the game. Are you ready for it? Dun, dun. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it already. But I am ready for the
gosh, wow,
NFL.
I am now. Oh no.
What happened? What happened? Something in
Nothing.
Iran?
No, I'm sorry. I
Oh,
was I was thinking about the Chiefs thing.
what happened in Iran? Oh, okay.
No, nothing. Wait, wait. Did something happen?
No. Well, something did happen. I'll have to tell
Well,
you off air if you don't know what something
wait,
happened.
oh, it just
You're the first person I texted that morning.
really. What
That
did you
Saturday.
say?
What did I text you? Oh gosh, we text so much. This is
We
gonna be
do. Um,
uh what
you
day
sent me a
was it?
text to mark down. Oh
Golly,
wait. We
this
forgot to
is
do
great.
something.
This is great podcasting. Us
We
looking up our old texts.
yeah.
Um
Oh, you sent me the Supreme Leader Ayatollah with the Aaron Rodgers.
well, that was after. That was
Oh,
after. Hold on.
oh wait.
Waking up to news of war. Buddy, I watched Thunder Nuggets last night. I'm built for war.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you
Jokic caused this. Jokic and his crazy eyes. OMG, the memes already. I watched the replay. Jokic didn't throw a punch. Wish he would have. Wish he would have too. Iran would look like a pillow fight.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we forgot to do one more thing. Forgot to mention this in the mid-major corner. Fins up.
Out indefinitely tomahawk missile. Ayatollah, and it's the Sam Darnold mono meme. Oh, he's pointing at the camera.
But yeah. Fins up, dude.
Fins up.
I should have mentioned that in the mid-major report, but
Golly, that's so
yes.
electric.
One shining moment, it's just them down 20.
Fins up.
Dude, I hope they come
Golly,
play
that
in
guy who
the
does
city.
it so zesty. Sick.
From Long Island. They're probably Islander fans too. Oh man.
Never
Oh yeah. Right.
never doubt the heart of an Islander.
Yeah, they beat the Blues 4-3 in overtime.
All right. That's all I've got for this episode.
That's all I got too. Thank you guys for
Stick around for the extra point where we'll be doing a Mario draft. Last week we did a sandwich draft. This is draft month for the
bracket
Going
month.
for Two pod. Every time I almost say IPL pod. Go
Miss you, Levi.
for the Going for Two pod, we will be doing brackets. This, as you can see in Ian's background, if you're watching this on YouTube, this will be the Mario draft. In honor of Italy winning tonight in the World Baseball Classic, allowing the U.S. to go forward.
Thank you, Italy.
They haven't won yet. It's the bottom of the ninth, up 9-1.
So
Oh, now
yes.
it just ended. It had just ended.
Sweet.
9-1. 9-1.
Subscribe.
Thank you, Italy. When the moon
Hits your eye. Like a big pizza pie.
That's the WCB quarterfinal.
Gabagool. Yeah, we come up with these podcasts every Thursday, except for the bracket podcast for March Madness. That'll come out probably Wednesday.
Yep.
That'll come out Wednesday. But yeah, and then we'll talk about this off air, but I kind of want to do like a round by round recap pod. So like when the first round ends, we'll do a pod. When the second round ends, we'll do a pod. And then we'll probably do a pod for the Sweet 16 Elite Eight. We'll probably just combine those.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Follow Going for Two Pod
Yep.
IP on Instagram and Twitter. We will see you now for the extra point on our YouTube channel.